we go. So I've written on my face. I get branded. Keeps on going in, and I don't want it to do that. So, okay, so, as you can see, if this camera doesn't start doing what I want it to do, it's like someone's controlling it. They better stop. Okay, so I have like, tons of tagging on my face. And you can see it's like R-E-S or S-G-E-D-A 5. Then a C, S-E-E, J-U, or an M, 532, R, R-S-E, G there. It's, all this tagging out is starting to appear too. I have some writing up here too. I think their initials, L, R, L, R. Now there's 1, 3, 2. There's layers of the writing. Now if you're looking, I don't know if you can see, but it's faint. You see little lettering too, all the way across here. I got here. Where my fingers at? O-S-V-I. I have stripe on it. It makes it pop out. That's good. Let's see. Oh, it's like a swastika. There's a swastika too. Kind of looks like it. SC3. Let's go up here a bit. Okay. Okay. BL25125. There's layers and layers thick of this, what's called branding. And it's, having to do with MK Ultra and, the sex slave trade. And, supposedly they, come and get us in our sleep. And, because we're programmed, and they just do, a trigger word, and, sell us to people, and those people get to brand us with stuff. I've got, companies on my, on my body, names of companies. I've got, let's go to the side so you can see here. I've got, longitudes and latitudes. I've got phone numbers. I've got pricing, or how long they were with me. All over my body, it's just everywhere. But, to say at least I'm not a happy camper. There's also, satanic, ritualistic things on me. But I do have writing everywhere, so, it's not like, up here, U.S., or 4 or 5, one or two. When I get it to pop out, I can only get it to pop out for a couple seconds because I don't, but it's, like I said, it's all over. So let's look at this side. So I just scrub my face with the oil, so it should be easier to see it. Yeah. There's writing scratched out. MR 79384. It'll be interesting to see what that area code is. But there's probably more writing. RS NFR SM SXM. She's writing everywhere. It's layers. You just have to rub it. And if you they do it with more Morgellons, and they just program the Morgellons to go in your skin and carve tunnels. I think. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking, because for them to laser me, I would feel this all the time because it's just everywhere. And it even goes up my neck. There's even numbers on my numbers and letters on my nose. More initials on this eye. R. Oh, there's a lot of makeup there. Okay. M. And 18. I missed that number. It'll roll back around though. 943. Y. I get the initials right. It's hard because sometimes I read these, and the other day, it said, what did it say in Florida? Something Bay, Tampa Bay, Florida, and it says 72 minutes. It was on the back of my arm, and that kind of tripped me out, so I kind of broke down on that one. This is weird shit going on with our government, and I'm just really, now you can kind of see the writing K. X, there's an X there. 14. This cheek they don't get as much. They like to get this cheek for some reason. This is backwards, but I think it says some of these are backwards. And now you can start to see writing. I can have to rub it and you start seeing letters and numbers. I don't know if I'm holding my phone right. I'm sorry if I'm not. A GYC. CPC. Sounds like corporation. I believe their initials, corporation initials. I really don't. I bet if I print screen a lot of it, like if I see some lettering, I'll look it up, and it's not good. RRY. But I just wanted to show you guys that because I'm going to post it because, you know, no matter what agency you get a hold of, they're all corrupt. And finding someone to help me stop all this MK Ultra stuff is pretty much impossible. So, lawyers, doctors, nobody will help. The doctors just want to label you schizophrenic, and so I've been misdiagnosed as schizophrenic. A lot of people have, because that's the first thing that government does, is that if you ever question their integrity, they just put you in a nut ward and mislabel you so that nobody ever believes you again. They have what's called fusion centers, and it's a combination of the 17 to 19 agencies that take care of homeland security and, you know, terrorism, homeland terrorism, or home terrorism, what do you want to call it? And they pay pretty much low-life criminals, mostly, you know, misdemeanors and stuff like that, and their friends and their gangs and whatever, to stalk people that, well, a lot of MK Ultra people are stalked because we're survivors and we have implants, and they've been doing human testing on us for however long we've been in the program, and the program's never stopped. It's under the it's purported to be stopped, but it's not stopped. It's they've done so much human testing on me that it's illegal, and RFID chips, AI, it doesn't matter what it is, tracking stuff, surveillance stuff. I've ocular eye camera. I've gone through 5 surgeries, so I know that they have put things in me each time. So the last time I got arrested for it was false charges, but they put this huge vial. I mean, the vial was, if you look, the vial was like that big, and the lady's like, we're just cleaning out the line, and so they gave me nanobots. I'm trying to fight those right now. They're really hard to fight. It's expensive, but I'm doing okay with it. I'm not stalked anymore, and that's because I've gotten rid of most of the Morgellons in my body. I think that's what they use to really track people and stalk them. Either that or I'm onto something, or I've done something that they want to kind of back off from. I don't know really what the truth may be, but either way, it's, you know, 46 years of my life being targeted. The first 5 years of my life tortured by our government, military, and MIT was in on it. Harvard, Rockafellars financed it. They're still financing MK Ultra. If you look in the financials for the government, it shows Rockefeller still financing MK Ultra, even though it's supposed to be shut down. So, and there's nobody to help. So, and I don't know. I've tried so many outlets, and even my family's turned on me. I sent my children away. It's not the kind of life I would wish for anybody, not even my enemies. They don't let me have boyfriends. They target them. You have friends, they target those too. Pretty much want me isolated and out of touch with communication to anybody. So they can do whatever they want to me, but I've never really thought of myself as beautiful, probably because of the torture as a baby, but people tell me I'm really pretty, and maybe that's a kind of a gift at this point, because no matter how many people I tell to stay away from me, even when they're targeted, they don't. They've stuck by my side and been hurt just as bad as I have. And I wonder when it's all going to stop, when people are going to wake up and realize that decent human beings are being hurt and have lost all their human rights and have very little hope left for anything, not even dreams or anything like that. I don't even think about the future. I just wonder if I'm going to be alive the next day. Because nobody knows what their next step is. I mean, they hit us with EMP weapons. They poison people. I don't know how to get it out any more than that, but I wish someone would just listen and help for once. But nobody wants to go against the government. And he can destroy everybody. And most of us have committed suicide because it's unbearable. A lot of the things they do to us is unbearable. I've been hit with psychotronic weapons. I have scars from EMP weapons. I have scars all over my body. I have a metal detector test that shows metal throughout my body. I'm patented by Qualcomm and IBM illegally to monitor my vitals. There's nothing I do or say or hear that they don't hear. I have no privacy. They know every aspect of my life. They've sabotaged my living arrangements, my car, many, many times. They poisoned my animals many, many times. They've destroyed my family connections to any family member. But that's okay because, well, my kids, it's not okay, but my parents sold me to the government. My dad's high-ranking military, and that's why I was put in the program. And he got money for it, or probably a promised career, or whatever. But I've never been able to be mind manipulated, so they have pretty much. I've been through my whole life of just destruction after destruction of everything, and I've survived it because I don't believe in killing myself. So I just pick up the pieces and crawl away, and wait for just it to quiet down before I start over again. And I've probably had to start over like 16 times or so, and it's just basically a whole life of deprivation, sensory deprivation, alienation from society and people, monitoring, targeting, attacking, sabotage, poisoning. I had cancer at a really young age. I know cancer's man-made. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I know it's from MK Ultra. They've made cancer and they've done it to cold population and kill people, and they've tortured me my whole life. And a lot of it's psychological. I don't know when I'm gonna break. I don't know if I will or when. Both questions. I hope I don't, though. And I know that I was listening to something on YouTube that said by 2025 they're going to kill 200 million people. And I want that not to happen. They've tortured me so that they could torture everybody else to learn how to get rid of you. And technology, because they've tried it on tons of us. And you guys won't wake up. Nobody wants to wake up. Stop mainstream media and start going to the internet and looking for news, because that's where the real journalists are now. And you'll find stuff you never thought. Well, yeah, you think it's imaginable because you see it in movies, but they're like, oh, that's cool, that'll never happen. And well, the truth of the matter is that if they can think of it, then it's somewhere and it's real. There's no such thing as makeup or fake believe. You'll find that out. If you look back 20 years ago to sci-fi movies, you'll see they all came true. And I guess if you've been watching sci-fi movies from the past and up to now, then there's some scary shit out there. And, it's real somewhere. Whether it's in this galaxy or this dimension or somewhere else, it's all real. And, it's a sick, sad world we live in. You'll find out that, the elite, the entertainment industry, secret societies, they all practice child sacrificing rituals and rape, torture, murder, drinking into their blood, eating them. Like the ancient civilizations that were lost on Earth. There's 14 of them that just disappeared. And they're now finding child burial sites where it's all children that were ritually sacrificed in Peru, Brazil, England. You can look it up on the web. It won't hit mainstream media because all those people are part of it. So that's why they spin a lot of lies, is so that they can keep everybody unfocused on what the real issue is, which is, why would you guys lie? What's the purpose in lying? I mean, obviously there has to be something to it. If you're spinning tales and sensationalizing things that shouldn't be, there's more to it. What are you covering up? I mean, that's the first thing I'd ask. Especially since MK Ultra was covered up by Watergate. If anybody knows about that, that's a real estate scandal. I know why I'm under testing. I'm extremely bright and different. My energy is different than people. I don't get upset. I don't get angry. Well, no, I take that back. I get upset, but angry, no. I did once. I saw my Facebook, and that's like Hiroshima. And my friend's like, you've never been mad at me then. I said, nope. But one time I've been mad in my life, and I don't ever want to see myself that way again because I didn't like it. But if anybody has the right to be upset and angry, that would be me and many others that have been tortured and used and abused, and our rights taken away, and our lives subjugated to black psyops tactics and programs and abuse and being alone, always alone. I can't bring anybody into my life for fear they get hurt. And they have. I've tried it. So basically, there's no love. There's no relationships. It's a really sad existence. I mean, I can go just have sex with people, but that's meaningless. And I'm gonna probably die alone if you guys don't help me and the rest of us, the targeted community. Put these people behind bars and get executed. Because they're not good people. And they'll destroy you after they destroy me. Because I'm the proof. Get with it. Wake up before it's late. I want to see my kids again someday. Please. Thank you for watching. And I'm sorry if I'm not looking at the camera. I don't like people seeing me cry, but I don't know what to do anymore. I don't. I've tried everything. Passing out stuff. Senators, congressmen, doctors, police, yeah, but everyone's corrupt. They hide so much from us because it's all pretty scary, actually, if you knew what they've been hiding. And it's, well, you'd also know that they can't put us under control if you knew what they were hiding besides the sacrificing. We'd be able to take off whenever we want to, but, and then they wouldn't have anybody to control and make money off of and be rich and powerful and subjugating everybody to what they want so that they can, I don't know, get a kick out of it or laugh, I don't know. Pat themselves on the back. I don't know. But I've never seen more evil people than our government right now. I used to be just like you. Didn't know any of this stuff, and I was asleep at the wheel until I started seeing things poke out of my body. Some of my other podcasts, I have foreign objects all throughout my body, and I was just freaking out. I was like, what am I, a fucking monster? I have all this stuff that nobody else has coming out of them. Maybe human. What am I? So I searched for answers, and that's what's got me noticing that I've been, that my life just wasn't hell, that there was someone pulling the strings and making it hell my whole life. From my parents on up to now, my sibling, my grandmother was she died though, but she's the only one that loved me. And, I believe she wanted to tell me that what my parents did to me when she died, but nobody would let me see her. They kept me from her. I think she was going to tell me that's why they did it. I have 4 children I would like to see someday again. Please help me make that possible for me and for a lot of other targeted people who have had to distance themselves from people they love so they don't get hurt. Because the government has no qualms. They don't see us as a living entity. They see us as a commodity and currency. But I'm not those things. I'm a person with feelings, with a heart, and hopefully maybe someday with hopes and dreams, and maybe it won't be too late before I can maybe do one of those things that I thought of when I was little. I know now not to dream or to have hopes because nothing ever happens from them because they take everything good away. We're not supposed to have anything good in our lives. So, I've survived this long. I don't know how. The grace of God has carried me at times. Had to breathe life back into me at times. Unfortunately, though, when you ask God to take your life, He says no. He says nope. I learned that when I was young. He says nope. He'll let you know when it's time. But, I know that I have the strength because of Him, my Creator. Hopefully you guys will have the strength to stand up alongside me and have the courage to face all the demons out there and the evil that our government represents in our society, secret societies, and the elite, and the entertainment industry, and Queen Elizabeth, and the Rockafellars, and the Rothschilds, all part of the child sex trafficking. And I was part of that as a child, so I know. We've been trying to expose it for 90 years now. And because I think they killed the author of the book that finally wrote a book on it, they got it out there. And I think they've killed 2 or 3 people that exposed it. So now it's a big deal because they were well-known people. But the hundreds of thousands of us from MK Ultra who've been pedophile their whole lives or sex trafficked by programming and taking us in our sleep, waking us up and taking us when will, I don't think that part will ever be exposed because it cracks the whole foundation of America, our military, labs. That's who they do this trafficking through, the military, and they're sacrificing there too. That's They're underground testing facilities for the military and underground, inaccessible to civilians. They don't even know they're there. And that's where they take us. And we're currency to them. They use us and abuse us. And they allow other people to do it. And they pay our government. And the government siphons the money off into offshore accounts for their Agenda 21 and Project Bluebeam and HARP and the radio frequency towers and 5G, which is a weapon. You're all going to turn into vegetables from 5G. I don't know if you've realized, but 20 years ago, everybody was much smarter. Well, that's because the EMP of these technologies we're using is destroying our brains and our bodies and our DNA. It's making it change in a bad way, like male sperm viability, female egg viability, talking, comprehensive speech patterns, sleep, balance, memory, sight, hearing, thinking, reaction time, cohesiveness. It's they can put angry thoughts into you, and with remote neural monitoring, and keep you angry all the time. So they'll make it sure that nobody becomes cohesive. Like, so they lie in the media. They put EMP and radio frequencies into your head. Well, radio frequencies are EMP because everything's EMP. But they brainwash you while you're sleeping. Sometimes all day, depending on where you're at and what kind of environment you're in. But I know I have a podcast on my Facebook where they were pushing electricity now twice in the last 2 weeks through the electrical lines. Everybody's like, you see videos on YouTube about what those noises are. Well, it's the noises, I believe, some of them, like the ones I hear. Yeah. I even drove down the street and asked them, did you hear that? It's the pushing electromagnetic pulses through the electrical wires so they can program people during the day. The ones that are here during the day, because those EMPs are too high and it causes too much vibration in our brains. And it's called the perfect concussion, where they can just wipe you. Put crap in your head that's not yours, but you'll never ever know because they wiped your brain. And that's mind mapping, mind control, remote neural monitoring, all that from is the things that came out of MK Ultra, and some of their 300 sub projects, which most are classified. You won't even find any hide nor hair of them. But it has to be really bad if they when they got called to the Senate, they threw away almost all paperwork pertaining to it. At that point, well, we can thank our government because they're Stasi. MK Ultra scientists were from World War II, the war criminals, and they brought them over, and they half of them went to the South Pole. Those ones that are screwing with the weather now, and the other half our government gave labs to, and that's when they started MK Ultra. So our government's been bad all along, and once we all realize this and that we get rid of it, we don't need a government. What we need is real people, caring about real people in a community. We can regulate our own communities. I think you'll find that that's a lot much better and safer when you take care of your own on your home front. Let's try that out for a while. We don't even need police either, because I believe once police are gone, things are going to be a lot better. Police, military, our government. These are why other nations are going to attack us, is because of our government. It's corrupt, and they know it, and they know what they're doing. And it's not because of us. They like us. They just don't like our government. And they're trying to take out our government, not us. I hope you guys know that. If I was another government and because, mind you, our government doesn't just do it to us. They create wars. They go in and they pay insurgents to uprise. And they keep on paying them, like, money, even when our troops go in. So they're paying insurgents to kill our troops. And the only reason we go to war is because they have a commodity we want. Or our government does. I don't want it. But, Japan was rubber. Hawaii was sugar. Oil in the Middle East. Lithium in, I don't remember the name. The woman just passed. Lithium, they have 150 years worth of lithium. I forgot. It starts with S. But, yeah. Sometimes I have brain parts. And even smart people have brain parts. But, I think it starts with S. I'll figure it out later. I'll remember it. But probably right when I hang up my video. But, open your eyes. This world is, they've rewritten history books to lie. If you go back, and you can just start with ancient civilizations, check out the religious beliefs and how they worshipped and practiced. And, how electricity fit into all that stuff, because they had electricity back then, too. And then go to the civilizations like Atlantis and all that. Those are different ones. And then go, if you're on YouTube, you can punch in everything as a lie, and it'll talk about all those civilizations. How they were one cohesive civilization, and there's proof of it. And that they all existed and had the same technologies. And everybody had different religions, but everybody respected them, and it was one worldwide culture. And they just disappeared. Some of the bodies are in France, in the underground, in the catacombs. 6 million people are underneath France in catacombs. All proportionally about the same age. If you go see a real scientist that's looked at them, they're all about the same age. And what it was is that the Illuminati had killed off that civilization because they wanted the technology that they had, so that they could harness it and abuse the people that destroy them. We, as light people, which is, I guess, just precognitive and a natural healer, kind of. When people around me, they feel better and stuff like that. We destroy the nine. And they know who we are. And so that's part of Officer MK Ultra. They put us all in that program. And it's guys and women. And because we destroy them, they've subjugated us to so much. That's why they're going to call the rest of the population too, is because they have to get rid of the people that destroy them. But unfortunately, here's the problem with that. You can't change fate. It's already been written in stone. There's ancient civilizations. That's why I say go back and watch some of those videos about ancient civilizations. You'll find out there's stuff written on those stones. Like, well, why is there a spaceman or a spaceship or a car on the carvings of some of these ancient buildings? And well, because the Freemasons went back and tried to document what key pivotal points they need to take care of so that they don't get destroyed and executed. And unfortunately, you can't change fate once when you start traveling to the future, the past is already cemented in. So maybe they should travel to the past first, but they travel to the future first. And it cemented everything in. So right after they left, I guess someone went on the hieroglyphics. I was watching a documentary, and it said the light people destroyed the nine. And the guy was like, well, I'm thinking, is this like AI technology or a computer? And I'm like, oh my God, no. The nine actually refers to this 9 secret societies in this world. We destroy you. We destroy you. and them, if you are one of them. And you might change the who or the how on the timeline, personally. But as a collective, you destroyed it. And the sooner the better. I normally wouldn't want to take anybody's lives, but when you kill innocent people because you think it gives you power, then you're deranged, psychopathic, murdering piece of junk. You have lost what it means to be human. You no longer should be in a human body again. If you have forsaken everything that makes you human, it's time for you to go. Bye-bye. So, this is to Illuminati, Freemasons, Scientology, Skulls and Bones, Bohemian Club. I'm not sure what the other ones are. Those are just mainstream ones. Your time is coming to an end. I can't say I've enjoyed this time with you guys, but I will enjoy it when you're gone. And so will the rest of the world. We'll make sure of it. We'll bring this world together. We're going to heal it. We'll mourn you. Kind of. In a happy kind of way. So, remember this face. You tortured me for 46 years. You won't get me on my birthday either. I'm going to put in too that my birthday is one of their big, big holidays. And my time of birth too. It's when the Masons and the Illuminati sealed their pact to combine the groups into one agenda. So, you're not getting me on my birthday. In fact, if you come near me, you die. I'm just going to forewarn you. You obviously know what I'm capable of. So don't come near me. You won't live. And I won't even have to be near you to do it. I can do it from afar. So don't. Or you can positively start the war early, I guess. I don't know. I would hope that you might think about something for once. And even monsters can change. That's all I got to say. But I don't think you guys are equipped to change. I don't think you have the necessary conscience to change. Or the strength. Really, you don't have the stamina, or the strength, or the mental capacity to change. I think you guys are so deranged that it's easier to be deranged and not to care about anybody else. But you find out that being soulless is not a fun thing to be. I've learned one thing out of all these lessons, that's I'm one of the richest people in the world, even though I'm tortured, maimed, and just basically tested on my whole life, because I actually have a conscience, and I actually do no harm to people. My creed is do no harm. That's always been my creed. It'll always be my creed. And I can't say the same for you guys, or for most of America. Do no harm. I always have to think about something that you do, whether it's going to affect somebody else or hurt them. And if it does, then you don't need to do it. It's not what you should be doing. That's my creed. Let's do no harm. Think about everything else before yourself. People have forgotten to do that. So essentially, they're killing Earth or killing us because they haven't. Everybody's forgotten how to do that. To think about who it affects and how it'll affect them. And not if it's worth it, because pain is never worth it. I would never hurt somebody, so I wouldn't do it. It doesn't matter if I need it or want it. It doesn't matter. I'd rather die first than hurt somebody else. Now, secret societies, nah, that's a different story. I've come to accept the fact that I'm going to have to hurt them. And I've already did my atonement with God. I've cried and cried and cried over it. And I've got a job to do, he says, so I have to do it. I don't want to, but I'm gonna. Because everybody else deserves it. They deserve to not have to ever worry about this happening to anybody else ever again. Ever. To infinity. Thank you for watching.